You remember that too, Gay?
Play the basket. I was listening to sports talk radio in the car today, and they were playing that song from The Sandlot. Like, just think of like a classic baseball song.
I'm not a queer. I don't watch baseball.
But that's not what I was going for. Anyways, it was a good intro. But I couldn't think of the name of the song.
Sandlot's a great movie, though.
Yeah.
All right. Draymond Green stomped on Domantas Sabonis last night, and I want to hear your thoughts. Did you see this game live?
Yeah, I did see this game live.
So did I. I saw this game live. So I'm over here. I'm
just got home, actually.
Funny thing, my girlfriend had just left, and I was on the couch. I think I was eating something. I don't know what I was eating. I was doing something. I was on the couch, and I was looking at my computer or phone, and I just kind of hear commotion because, like, you know what I mean? I was, like, distracted for a second. I look at commotion, and I see Sabonis on the ground, like, ringing in pain or writhering in pain. Whatever's the right word.
Flopping in pain?
Flop? I don't know. But either way,
being European in pain,
being a soccer player in pain. But no. But seriously, he was on the floor in pain. I don't know how he ended up there. Obviously, he drove. He ended up on the floor, and did he grab Draymond's leg on purpose? That's for somebody to decide, not me. But he somehow, what up, AT? What up, dog? What up, Mr. 81? And what up, Karam? But what I was going to say is the fact that you saw him kind of grab the leg. Draymond, not being the most flexible guy, having to take a step forward, took what the official said too hard of a step or too hard of a stomp across Sabonis' chest. First off, Sabonis looked like he like broke something.
Yeah,
like,
he was withering was a great word to describe. Yeah. What he
like
was
after the stomp, I like looked, his eyes looked like they were coming out of his skull. He was like, he's like over there. I was like, I honestly thought an ambulance was gonna come out like DeMar Hamlin. And they're gonna put it on the court.
That's fucked, but yeah, that's what it could have. It wouldn't have shot.
I know that was a really messed up like analogy, but like that's the way Sabonis was selling that was like a soccer player, but like you're used to soccer where you're like, okay, he's just an actor, but like Sabonis
he's a soccer player.
With Sabonis on the floor, you were like, dude, this guy's lung might be collapsed. Like, one of those ribs might have broken and punctured his lung. And then he just goes out and plays the rest of the game. You're like, that was an Oscar performance. It was an Oscar-winning performance.
Did we lose Nick? Is Nick just AFK?
He's AFK right now? Because no audio.
Perfect. I'm curious. When I was driving back, I was curious what you were gonna say. I was curious what Nick was gonna say.
What the fuck time did you wake up at?
7:30.
How far where'd you drive
So I made a joke. No one got it, or you didn't. You're the only one. I made a joke that I saw the game live and I just got home, and no one appreciated it.
Yeah, no one did.
Flight. It's like Sacramento to Florida to Southwest Florida. It's a pretty long freaking flight.
When you said I watched it live, I thought you meant on TV.
I know, but I just
you should have said in person.
I'm knocking jokes out. I saw the game live. Anyways, yeah. Dre's an interesting player. Sabonis is an interesting player. He did finish the game.
Who's dirty, Dre or Sabonis?
Well, Draymond he could be argued a lot easier as a dirty player. I think Sabonis. I don't like the fall is weird. Do we have the video? Because Klay Thompson, I'm not quite sure what Klay Thompson weighs, but I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say Domantas Sabonis weighs probably a lot more than Klay Thompson.
Like 300
Klay
pounds.
Thompson, just like, he's like boxing him out. Sabonis flops like a fish. This guy just hits the deck, and he lands awfully close to Draymond Green's legs, which, if you watch football or Kevin Durant, it's a pretty big deal if you like land if I'm standing here and you're coming this way and you land on my knees, I'm probably done. So it's just a weird situation. And then Dre like probably has enough room. Yeah, he was so miserable.
Here we go. This is the video. So it was a Malik Monk floater. Sabonis goes up, trips up with Klay Thompson.
Like in full speed, I don't have an issue with it. And this is what I was watching this game live, not in Sacramento.
See right here, he's literally. I'm sorry to cut you off. This is where you thought I looked up and I was like, "Is Sabonis fucking dead?" I remember like looking up because I just hear like the commentators like shouting like as if someone was shot in the arena, and they're like, "Look, Sabonis right here." Right there. He literally looks like he saw God.
It's WWE. It looks like WWE. Did you see what I posted on Twitter? Probably the funniest video. Dude, go look at what I posted on Twitter because it's probably the funniest video I've ever seen in my life in basketball. But I agree with Nandit here. Sabonis flopped and grabbed Dre, then got stomped, and then sold it to the rest. So is the playoffs, Draymond Green has the worst track record in the world. Sabonis has no track record whatsoever. I'm not saying Sabonis. I don't think Klay Thompson pushed him to the floor because I can't conceive how that's actually possible. I'm not saying
I think Sabonis it was just like he lost balance. I think he just lost balance.
Yeah, he could have definitely lost balance. I don't think the way he fell, he was trying to injure Draymond Green, but like, I think he was trying to protect his face, but I also think he's plenty aware of there's legs that he's wrapping. And then, you know, as Dre's foot comes up, he definitely holds it. He definitely grabs it then. And I don't think Dre really stomped on him. I watched the game with my dad, and neither of us had an issue with this, and that's why I made a joke on Twitter. I was like, yeah, like the way if there's a flagrant 2 involved here, I want to hear from a dude with a bow tie. Right, Nick? I want to hear if there is an important... We got Nick with one. The K. I want to hear from a dude with a bow tie.
That's how my girlfriend writes her name. Like when I call my girlfriend for short, her name's Nicole, but she goes by Nikki, Nikki.
Whoa, her name's Nicole.
Yeah, but
wow.
but well, her mom named her with the intention of calling her Nikki. You know what I mean?
Okay. So
she goes by Nikki, but like, you know, her nickname to me is I'm like, Nick, come here, or like when I'm with my friends, like
Nick Bavaro.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Oh, what? Or like when I'm like my girlfriend, like she'll hang out with me and my guy friends, and we'll be like smoking weed, and they'll be like, "Hey, Nick, pass the bowl," you know? Like, like everyone like refers to her in short, and like her nickname is Nick, you know? So it's just funny when I see Nick right there, and I know when she edits this, she's gonna laugh. She's gonna send me like a Snapchat and be like, "There's a guy named Nick."
Just we want you to feel at home.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I just saw the video that fucking. Okay, is it showing or no?
That I put on Twitter. Yeah. Hopefully, Nick. Hopefully, you haven't seen this either.
All right. Where did you find this?
I found it on Twitter.
What a shot! And with stops in the corner. Oh, and then the chest as well.
Where?
No man. What a shot!
That encapsulates that moment.
It does
perfectly.
I didn't expect that. At all. What are your thoughts? So I thought the big question here was to decide I put out a tweet yesterday saying, was this Draymond Green or was this Sabonis? Is this Draymond Green being dirty or is this Draymond Green reacting to Sabonis?
It might be a little bit of both. I wouldn't call Draymond like overly dirty. I wouldn't call him the cleanest player, but if this was 30 years ago, I don't think people would have an issue with Draymond Green. I think it'd just be another day.
So right now, Draymond Green said he wanted an X-ray done after the game because he believes Sabonis injured it. And then Shaq right here sides with Draymond Green. quote, one bad play begets another bad play. I'm not going to sit up here and be a hypocrite. I do the same thing. I really would. Don't be grabbing me because of what I'm going to do. If I stay there and just try to run forward, I'll fall. You got to get above him. And if you're above him and if you're in the way, you might get stomped on. Was it a dirty play? Of course it was a dirty play.
Actions have consequences, Domantas Sabonis. And unfortunately, your action to Draymond Green resulted in, I don't even call it a stomp. I call it maybe an aggressive, like, what do you call it? Like, not what's a non-stomp, a walk? So. Yeah, right. Sabonis. Okay, so Sabonis no longer has a right rib
actually
cage.
Stomped someone in the past? Who was it Steven Adams that he actually stomped? There was someone I thought Draymond like 5 years ago actually stomped. Like he stopped walking and he just stomped. Or was it a different NBA player that was it a few years ago in the playoffs that the guy fell and he literally stomped the guy and kept running?
Wasn't it who's the tall fucker? Wasn't he a former Warrior?
Zaza? No.
Yeah. What did Zaza do?
No, Zaza was the ankle. I know in the NFL, Ndamukong Suh, you guys remember a few years ago?
Of course. Against Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, was it Aaron Rodgers that he stomped?
Yes!
Okay.
Yes, I remember that play.
Yes, I remember the Ndamukong Suh. This is what I compare it to. Was this as bad as the Ndamukong Suh? I know that's a cleat, which like any sort of stomp with a fucking cleat hurts. Like, have you guys ever been stomped on? I don't know if you guys played football. I played football. Being stomped on or just stepped on by with a cleat fucking hurts. I remember once my friend got cleated like on the chest, like he was a running back, and he got pushed over, and like the lineman ran over him, and he like when he took off his pads, he had like a cleat right here on his chest, like the full mark for like a week. But okay, so I think he said right here, it wasn't a full stomp, but Sabonis sold the stomp, which we all agree. Sabonis pulled out the European soccer Italian. I'm dying! Like,
as you should. That's a game-changing play right there.
Oh, when I played soccer, I used to get always yelled at by the other teams. Like, you just pushed me forward. I flew like 10 feet, and I like broke my arm, and I was like, ah! And then I like looked around, and I'd be like, oh, there's no one there? I'm okay. I'm just kidding. Like, you know, like.
That's classic.
No, that's how it is. Okay. So before we move on, will Draymond be suspended or just a fine?
100% he will be suspended.
I don't think he's going to get suspended.
I don't think he's going to get
suspended. I
suspended.
hope not. Let's go.
I don't think they will. I think they, like, you look at this. Draymond in the first game, Draymond's like sat on Sabonis, like this like time wasting thing that they kind of do to hold each other down. It wasn't good. Draymond, it wasn't like, I mean, he could have done it a lot worse. Could have done it a lot worse.
Yeah.
Just I think wipe the hands, throw the keys away, move on to the next game.
That'd be awesome. I'd love that. They've had a little bit of. I'm glad you brought up Saturday. They've done some rummaging, haven't they? Yeah.
I want to say it was like the end of the game. He was like sitting on Sabonis, I remember. So tough.
I try to, every guest we have on here, I try to, like, the first time Cyro mutes himself and doesn't realize it, I try to, like.
So this is going to be a great series, and I fucking hate you. But what's going to happen here is, I want to, before we go to the next topic, Warriors go home. Warriors go home.